Welcome back to the wilderness of Corbett Tiger Reserve. Last time we went to the zone called Jhirna, where we met the first tiger of our Tiger Century series. This is the Char number, who gets her name from the cheek marking here. This time we have 7 safaris spread across Jhirna and Bijrani. The sightings in Bijrani have been pretty low after the passing of the star tigress Sharmili. But the zone is extremely beautiful and is full of breathtaking riverbeds and opportunities to create some beautiful photographs. But in terms of the tiger sighting, the entire trip was not particularly lucky because we could only catch a glimpse of the tiger. But we did see the tiger. With the sightings that low, we had anyway started with absolutely zero expectations. In the first drive to Bijrani, we met this guy. It's a changeable hawk eagle, juvenile. These birds of prey show a wide range of variation in plumage from pale to dark, varying with molt and age, and hence the name changeable. This hungry chap is enjoying the sunlight and perhaps looking for something. The next meal, maybe. The next 5 safaris were solely dedicated to finding at least one new tiger for our Tiger Century series. We heard a lot of calls and took our chances, waiting patiently in both Jhirna and Bijrani. Pug marks were everywhere. Look at these. These autographs are by a male, I'm guessing. Male pug marks are more like square shaped. The distance between the toes and the pad is relatively more as compared to the females. Besides this, we found fresh cats, and so many times it felt like we were missing the tiger by just a few seconds.
भाई को दिखाओ, फिर वो अंदर गाड़ी देके अंदर गाड़ी जाओ।
तो अब इधर कौन सा है?
अब ये अक्का बता रहा है कि इधर ऊपर से उतरी फीमेल, यहाँ बच्चे बोलने लगे।
इधर के?
हाँ,
नहीं है।
बता तो रहा है।
बच्चे बोल रहे थे?
एक सेकंड बोला यार।
And the feeling was right. The moment we reached this crossing, we were told that a tigress had just entered the bushes and might cross the road any second. I prepped up my gear, I mounted the camera on the beanbag and made sure all the settings are correct, and then started waiting. This is right next to the riverbed where we saw the pug marks and the scats. Within a few moments, we could hear the alarm calls. The tiger could walk out any moment. We waited, but no one came out. So we started driving and we suddenly realized that she was right there, relaxing in the bushes. I got just about a second to click this image, and then she disappeared deep inside. Looking at the image, I realized that we have already met her in the past. Do you remember the spotted a shy tigress in Jhirna vlog? We saw the tiger, it came out, and it came out from where we were expecting it to come out. Shy है, female है, अंदर को चली गई. बहुत बड़ी नहीं है, approximately 2.5 years की होगी. Was totally pink, and the first frame we got, we could capture its inquisitive expression. So we got the tiger, we saw the tiger, and this marks our second tiger together. This is a female that we saw in one of the initial vlogs of Jhirna when it was coming right outside, and then it went inside and sat at this very place, and then we saw her again. I got one record shot, I clicked that particular picture and I opened up the old picture to compare the markings to into the other side. So it's the same female. the shy female, but coming out is not really expected. So I think officially this marks our second tiger together. This was the last safari of Bijrani, and we had nothing interesting in terms of pictures. We were driving around the woods when we saw these jackals. These guys looked pretty heartbroken because they had to leave their meal on the road because of a massive tusker who had walked in. Gathering all the courage he could muster, one of the jackals decided to retrieve the kill. So while the tusker kept on marching, the fellow dashed down quickly, picked up the food and rushed away. I kept on clicking the tusker. He looked old, maybe around 50 or above. And that was the end of this trip. Not all that happening, but that's the nature of wildlife photography.